What's up everyone, Landon here with LMR.com. In this video, I'm going to be providing my overview and install on this 5-row FLUIDYNE heat exchanger for the 1999 to 2004 Lightnings. If you're a second-gen Ford Lightning owner and you are wanting to upgrade the factory heat exchanger in your truck, well, this 5-row FLUIDYNE heat exchanger is a pretty good solution. This FLUIDYNE heat exchanger is constructed from aluminum and it's almost twice the size as the factory heat exchanger, so you're going to be able to flow more coolant through your intercooler system. The inlet and outlet fittings on the back of this heat exchanger are the same dimension as the factory, so your inlet and outlet hoses will install into this heat exchanger with no problems. There is also a properly positioned drain plug, so if you ever need to drain or flush your intercooler system, you can do so. Also across the bottom back side of the heat exchanger is a bracket with drilled holes so that your lower air deflector will properly install. This heat exchanger from FLUIDYNE is currently available in this black finish as you see here with the white painted on FLUIDYNE logo, or a natural aluminum finish with a black painted on FLUIDYNE logo. To begin the install, support the entire truck with a lift or just the front with some jack stands. Open the hood and loosen the cap on the intercooler tank. This will allow the system to vent. Remove the lower air deflector if your truck still has this in place. It attaches to the bumper and lower heat exchanger bracket. If you have a rubber hose that is the appropriate size for the drain nipple on the factory heat exchanger, go ahead and position it over the nipple. Open the valve and allow the coolant to drain. Once the coolant has drained, close the valve and remove the rubber hose. Depress the clamp and slide back the lower outlet hose. Be ready for coolant to run out of this hose. Do the same for the upper inlet hose. If you have trouble removing the hose from the heat exchanger, simply remove the hose from the intercooler pump. Of course, be ready for coolant to run out of this hose as well. Loosen and remove the 8mm bracket retaining bolts. There is one per side. Push up on one side of the bracket, then pull the bracket toward the front of the truck to remove it from the tab. Do this for the other side, and then the heat exchanger is free to come out. Remove the hose from the heat exchanger if you had to remove the hose from the pump. Spray WD-40 on the top of each insulator. Remove them from the upper bracket. With the new heat exchanger on a workbench, remove the pre-installed brackets. Be sure and make note of how they are installed over the studs in the rubber grommet. Remove the lower washers and then reinstall each bracket. Reinstall the frontward hardware and loosely tighten. Position the new heat exchanger into place and reinstall the previously removed 8mm retaining bolts. Position a washer over each open stud and then thread on the nuts. Fully tighten these nuts with a 10mm wrench. Fully tighten the 8mm bolts, followed by the frontward 10mm nuts. Reinstall the lower outlet hose. Ensure that the inlet hose is orientated correctly if you had to fully remove it. Make sure the drain valve is closed. Reposition the lower air deflector. Fill the reservoir to the indicated mark. Start the truck and add additional coolant. Reinstall the cap, and then you're all finished. In the box will be all the needed hardware so you can properly install this into your truck. No additional modifications are required, and of course, it will fit all second generation 1999 to 2004 Lightnings. All right guys, as far as installation goes on this particular heat exchanger, it's for the most part pretty straightforward. This FLUIDYNE 5-row heat exchanger is a great and solid upgrade for the supercharged Lightnings, as it is going to help keep cooler temperatures running through your intercooler system. To see more how-to and review videos covering industry-leading products, be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and don't forget to turn on notifications. While you're at it, be sure and check out our other videos, and don't forget to shop LMR.com for all things 1979 to present Mustang, and of course, SVT Light.